Okay, I'm here with Chris Harrelson from The Walking Dead. You may not recognize him as a human, but you will recognize him as a zombie. A zombie with you?
That is me.
Holy crap. A zombie.
As you can see, I'm very, my skills are very varied. I can play a zombie, and a zombie.
So how did you get into it, just being a zombie for Walking Dead?
Right place at the right time, honestly. Down in Atlanta where I live, there's a lot of film and TV production right now. So I'd worked on a couple of other productions. The Walking Dead casting people had cast me on another production. I didn't know that they worked on The Walking Dead. And then one day I just got an email saying, hey man, you've done a good job for us on these other shows. Would you like to come work on The Walking Dead? So I said, yeah, I think I would.
Cool. So you showed up for one episode. They dressed you up as a zombie, right?
Well, first I showed up for what they call zombie school.
Zombie school.
Walker University is what some people call it, which
Okay.
is kind of like a big mass audition. They bring in about 150 people and they split you up into groups of like 15 to 20. And then you go and you kind of do a mass audition for like Greg Nicotero, who's the executive producer and director, and like the main stunt guy. So I think I did the right things at zombie school, so they invited me for the first day of shooting, and I guess I did the right things then too, and they just kept asking me to come back.
Well, what would you do for zombie school if you want to train me to be a zombie? Let's say I'm invited to the show to be a zombie, and they said, okay, dude, we don't have time to train you.
Right on.
All right, so
the one direction that they give people that seems to work the best is when you're walking like a zombie, act like you are a drunk stumbling out of a bar at like 3 in the morning. So you don't have full control over your body. You're kind of shuffling,
I
slumped
just
down.
let myself go. I have bladder, no control of my body. Okay.
That'll happen at 3 a.m.
Okay.
But that's like the one thing that people seem to glom onto. But the 3 things that I have gotten out of it are zombies don't walk straight. You have a little kind of a shuffle to your feet because their brains aren't working correctly. They're not like, I see that, I'm going to get it. It's all driven by like animal instinct. So they're not really in full control of themselves. The other thing you want to do is you want to be loose and not stiff. So you don't want to have like any Frankenstein type looking things like that. You're kind of loose, arms swinging. Right. Yeah, you want to avoid the thriller. Stay away from the thriller.
No dancing.
Right.
No dancing. No Walking Dead.
No.
That'd be cool though.
When the cameras aren't rolling, there's some dancing.
Really, everyone does the old,
Yeah, we'll break it down sometimes. We had a little dance party on this scene. That was kind of fun.
How did you pull that off? I mean, like,
I just laid in a hole. That's how I pulled it off. They basically they blew a hole in an asphalt parking lot and built a little pine box inside it. So I sat down in the pine box with my head and arms out of the hole, and then they pulled a dummy up to me and like painted it all up to make it look like one body. So.
And how long were you in that hole?
It was about 8 hours of actual filming that day. I think I was in the hole for about 5 to 6 of it.
And they feed you with a straw, or they pull you out, or what?
Thankfully, we got a lunch break. We drank with a straw. They would bring us bottles of water with straws in them and hold them down for us. But they let us out of the hole like twice. Once for a regular break and once for lunch.
Right. If you had to go to the bathroom, too bad.
Well, you had 2 breaks. Better fit it in those 2.
Excellent.
But the good thing is there was not too many people had to use the bathroom that day. It was 90 degrees laying in an asphalt parking lot in Georgia. So, I mean, you were sweating everything out almost.
Well, for sure. All right, so give me your best zombie impression.
It's hard to do without like up and walking and stuff.
All right, so let's get up and... We can just lay there.
Here, you stand right there.
That's our Canadian dollar.
I discovered that last night.
Looney.
So.
Really? It's freaking me out.
Yeah? Right on.
Yeah.
It's even better with the makeup on.
No doubt.
It looks real.
But you just had that drive that just... I wasn't expecting it. It was like a real zombie coming at me, but less scary, as in like, cosmetically.
Right on.
Freaking awesome. All right.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
Chris Harrelson from The Walking Dead. Zombie. Clap for me. Clap. Oh, dance. Oh, wait, that's me.
That's
Sorry.
you did.
I know, I usually dance for the Goonies. You saw one, so I'm just dancing.
Oh, yeah? Feel for changing your feet? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody throws money at me.